It's a mind game. You heard me. Trading is a mind game. Fix your mind, fix your trading. Fix your mind, fix your trading. It's a mind game. You heard me. Trading is a mind game. Fix your mind, fix your trading. Fix your mind, fix your trading.
What is the TP family, and how do you become part of it? Don't worry, if you're watching this, you're already part of the TP family. Now, before you ask, no, it's not take profit. That's the first thing traders think, right? TP stands for trading psychology. When Cheqona created this community, he didn't want to make it all about himself. He wanted to create a space for traders built around a simple truth. Most traders lose because their mindset isn't ready for success. So what's the TP family? It's not a company. It's not an organization. It's a movement of traders who are done chasing shortcuts, done trading emotionally, and done feeling like they're alone in this journey. Now, let me be clear. We're not here to build another Telegram or Discord group. You don't need more chats or endless notifications. All you have to do is follow our content on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. That's where we deliver everything. Masterclasses, podcast clips, mindset tips, and even those hard truths no one else will tell you about trading. Our vision for 2025 is simple: education. We teach traders what really matters, not just strategies, but the mindset behind them. Through our TP Masterclass, podcasts, and content, we make sure traders know how to manage themselves first. Community. The TP family is all about connection, but instead of chat rooms, we meet through meaningful content that actually helps you grow. Tools. We're creating journals, simulations, and practical resources to help you track your progress and improve your trading behavior. The TP family is here to change the way traders think forever. We're not about quick wins. We're about creating strong, resilient, unstoppable traders. Welcome to the movement. Let's make 2025 the year you fix your mind and fix your trading. What is the TP family?
It's a mind game. You heard me. Trading is a mind game. Fix your mind, fix your trading. Fix your mind, fix your trading. It's a mind game. You heard me. Trading is a mind game. Fix your mind, fix your trading. Fix your mind, fix your trading.
What is the TP family, and how do you become part of it? Don't worry, if you're watching this, you're already part of the TP family. Now, before you ask, no, it's not take profit. That's the first thing traders think, right? TP stands for trading psychology. When Cheqona created this community, he didn't want to make it all about himself. He wanted to create a space for traders built around a simple truth. Most traders lose because their mindset isn't ready for success. So what's the TP family? It's not a company. It's not an organization. It's a movement of traders who are done chasing shortcuts, done trading emotionally, and done feeling like they're alone in this journey. Now, let me be clear. We're not here to build another Telegram or Discord group. You don't need more chats or endless notifications. All you have to do is follow our content on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. That's where we deliver everything. Masterclasses, podcast clips, mindset tips, and even those hard truths no one else will tell you about trading. Our vision for 2025 is simple: education. We teach traders what really matters, not just strategies, but the mindset behind them. Through our TP Masterclass, podcasts, and content, we make sure traders know how to manage themselves first. Community. The TP family is all about connection, but instead of chat rooms, we meet through meaningful content that actually helps you grow. Tools. We're creating journals, simulations, and practical resources to help you track your progress and improve your trading behavior. The TP family is here to change the way traders think forever. We're not about quick wins. We're about creating strong, resilient, unstoppable traders. Welcome to the movement. Let's make 2025 the year you fix your mind and fix your trading.
It's a mind game. You heard me. Trading is a mind game. Fix your mind, fix your trading. Fix your mind, fix your trading. It's a mind game. You heard me. Trading is a mind game. Fix your mind, fix your trading. Fix your mind, fix your trading.
What is the TP family, and how do you become part of it? Don't worry. If you're watching this, you're already part of the TP family. Now, before you ask, no, it's not take profit. That's the first thing traders think, right? TP stands for trading psychology. When Cliff Cheqona created this community, he didn't want to make it all about himself. He wanted to create a space for traders built around a simple truth. Most traders lose because their mindset isn't ready for success. So, what's the TP family? It's not a company, it's not an organization. It's a movement of traders who are done chasing shortcuts, done trading emotionally, and done feeling like they're alone in this journey. Now, let me be clear. We're not here to build another Telegram or Discord group. You don't need more chats or endless notifications. All you have to do is follow our content on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. That's where we deliver everything. Masterclasses, podcast clips, mindset tips, and even those hard truths no one else will tell you about trading. Our vision for 2025 is simple. Education. We teach traders what really matters, not just strategies, but the mindset behind them. Through our TP Masterclass, podcasts, and content, we make sure traders know how to manage themselves first. Community. The TP family is all about connection, but instead of chat rooms, we meet through meaningful content that actually helps you grow. Tools. We're creating journals, simulations, and practical resources to help you track your progress and improve your trading behavior. The TP family is here to change the way traders think forever. We're not about quick wins. We're about creating strong, resilient, unstoppable traders. Welcome to the movement. Let's make 2025 the year you fix your mind and fix your trading.
Hello, TV family. My name is Tennyson Shells, and welcome to the Trading Psychology Masterclass here on YouTube Live. Today, we are not just going to be talking about trading. We are learning how to think better, trade better, and make better decisions, both in our trading and also in our personal lives. Here at Cheqona, we believe that wisdom and discipline and faith are the keys to success in life, especially in trading life, both in the markets and also in your life. Our goal is to help you develop the right mindset and build confidence and trade with much more clarity as you are right now, so that you can achieve your financial freedom someday and personal growth through this process called TP Masterclass. So here's what is coming up: a very simple but powerful psychology lesson, how to find your edge in trading, and a quick look at the chart, and our book summary for the month, which is still the psychology of money. We will be covering chapter 9 today. So hopefully the last time you learned something and you were able to apply it in your personal lives, in your trading life to make decisions. So make sure to grab your pen and your notebook. And if you haven't already, please share this link with someone who needs it right now. Now, can I also know what you guys took away from the last stream that we had last Saturday? And where are you also tuning in from? Let me know where everyone is tuning in from. Where is everyone tuning in from? We have Larry from Kenya. Hi, hello. Nelson from South Sudan. We have Accra, Ghana, Uganda, another Kenya, Nigeria, South Africa, Ecuador, Kenya again, Dubai, hi, Uganda, hello everyone, South Africa, Nigeria, Kenya. Welcome to the TP Masterclass live session. And let me know what everyone took away from last week's stream. What did you learn from last week's stream? Loss aversion. Oh, that's great. That's great. Loss aversion. First time here. Oh, hi. Welcome. Zimbabwe. Hi. Cognitive biases. Okay. That's cool. Well, today is gonna be packed with a lot more sessions that you'll be able to learn from. So without any further talking, the next session is gonna come up. So please stay tuned for more.
It's
For
a
today.
mind game. You heard me. Trading is a mind game. Fix your mind, fix your trading. Fix your mind, fix your trading. It's a mind game. You heard me. Trading is a mind game. Fix your mind, fix your trading. Fix your mind, fix your trading. It's a mind game. You heard me. Trading is a mind game. Fix your mind, fix your trading. Fix your mind, fix your trading. It's a mind game.
All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are tuning in from. I'd just like to say a warm welcome to every single person today. Guys, you already know the deal. If you are brand new to the call, I'll just introduce myself formally. My name is Willis Arome. I'm a father. I'm a husband. I'm somebody who's a trader as well. Been trading for coming up to 4.5 years, soon to be 5 years. Super excited about this particular segment for a number of reasons. And one thing that I've consistently done, especially in the last few weeks, is I've always shared or reminded every single person of the vision as to why we are doing this. It's very important that every single person who tunes in knows that we're not just doing a book summary because we're just bored and we have nothing better to do. And we're not just saying that everybody should read simply because you guys just don't know how to read. In fact, I'll say this one more time. I'm somebody who I did not love. I did not like reading. I did not like reading. In fact, I would listen to a book summary, I would read, and then shortly after, I'll just become incredibly inconsistent. But one thing that I can definitely say hands down is that this segment has changed my life. Just because I'm standing or sitting in front of a screen, speaking at you or providing you with the knowledge and the book review that I've read myself, it doesn't mean that I'm not less of a student. I'm very much see myself more as a student than I am speaking to you about a book review. All right. So just one thing to understand is this. The reason why we are doing this is because we are, as mentioned before, not just trying to create a book review segment, but we're reminding people that we are trying to build and create habits that will consistently enable us to transform our mindsets. Because as you all know, if you can fix your mind, you can fix your trading. If you can fix your mindset, you can fix your life as well in many other areas of your business life, specifically as it concerns to trading, of course, to your trading life as well. Okay, just a quick reminder as to why we're doing this. Of course, the reason why we're doing this consistently, we're doing chapter by chapter, is because we want to take a deep dive into all the content that's been written in the particular book that we're reviewing this particular month. As you already know, this is the psychology of money. All right. So without further ado, we're going to get into it. But before we do that, I'll simply like to go over just a few short bits that we went over last week as we went over chapter 8. Chapter 8 was about the man in the car paradox. For those of you who were not here last week, the man in the car paradox is just a simple idea that basically describes a man or a woman looking at somebody else's possessions. A good example is somebody who's has a nice car, has a nice possession, maybe somebody who's even retired their parents, and has done so in a manner where it looks like that person has a level of respect. And what we desire as individuals is not to say, wow, that person's doing well, congratulations to them. You know what, I'd really love to shake their hand and just ask them some questions. But no, the first thing that comes to mind is oftentimes, and I'll say this for myself, oftentimes is if I was the person in the car, if I was the person that could say on social media that I retired my parents, right? If I was the person who was driving the car, I went on this particular holiday, how much respect would I get? What is the type of respect and recognition that I would get from the audience that I'm trying to attract? Which in my opinion is the wrong idea. In fact, when we talk about wealth, which is what we're going to be taking a deep dive in today, when it comes to wealth, wealth is something that you cannot see, okay, which ties in right into the name of chapter 9, which is wealth is something that you cannot see. All right. So let me just make sure that my screen is shared. Okay. And so far, just drop a number 1 in the chat if everybody is getting some value from the book summary for the last couple of weeks, or especially if you're tuning in, you love reading and you love following the content. Just type some number 1s in the chat if you guys are enjoying the book summary so far. I just want to see in the chat, and then we can just continue. Let's go, let's go, let's go. All right. So far, so good. I can see there's a lot of people tuning in from different parts of the world. Yeah, love it. Love to see it. Love to see it. Again, I'm going to remind you guys one more time. I am by no means an expert when it comes to reading, but this has surely transformed my habits, the way I see things. It's even impacting the way I trade on a week-to-week basis as well. Okay. So if you just give us a moment, I'm just going to make sure that my screen can be seen so that every single person can follow the content. And if you cannot, if for whatever reason, whoever's not watching this right now can even come back. I love that question. I've just seen a question there. I'm going to address it just in a moment. But if you don't get to see the content now, it's a good idea to come back, take some notes, listen to this again and again and again. Repetition is your reputation. And of course, you can get this information on demand as well. All right. So let me just make sure that that's all sorted. Can you guys see my screen? Let me just make sure. Right. Perfect. That's awesome. All right, so let's get started. So, as mentioned to you before, the name of this chapter is called Wealth is What You Can't See. Okay, this is very powerful in my opinion. Okay, but as we can continue with this segment, the reason why wealth you can't see, in my opinion, is very, very powerful is because when it comes to what we perceive as wealth, society perceives wealth to be what we can see. Okay, what do you mean by what we can see? What we can perceive, what we can actually contextualize before our own hands and before our own eyes. Okay, but the problem with that is this: the assumptions that are made when it comes to wealth, it couldn't be further from the truth for the majority of the time. Right? There's always a certain reason as to why we always say there's only 1%, there's only 5% that are dominating in a particular industry. Okay, because there's a secret. In fact, it's not really a secret. That's the worst part. But in fact, let me just say it as this: there's always a particular thing that they do consistently that separates them from the masses of what wealth actually is. And this is the reason why wealth is something that we cannot see. In fact, when it comes to assuming wealth, most people assume what they can physically see. They can physically see a car. They can physically see that they went on social media and say, I'm so happy and grateful that I retired my mum. I'm so happy and grateful that I've been able to buy £100,000 worth of something, right? Not knowing that they haven't actually seen the full picture. They haven't seen that maybe this person has had illegal activities done in the background and they're sharing, a particular lifestyle that you desire to obtain, right? So we judge wealth based on the information that we can see actually in front of us, but that could not be further from the truth, because the truth is wealth is something that is hidden. Okay, wealth is something that is hidden. Okay, it doesn't now mean I've got money, I'm going to hide myself. In fact, there's more context to it, and that's why I'm excited to go through the next stage, or the next slide rather. And one thing about these sessions that I want you guys to be reminded of is we've now broken this down into a particular structure as to where we've broken down into lessons. So it's not just me just giving you my own review, my own summary of what the book says. In fact, yes, I will share one or two experiences or a few things that maybe I've experienced in my life. However, we've got some lessons that you can take down some notes, you can refer back to them, and it's structured in such a way where you're leaving this chapter with the few points that you can say, this is my takeaway. It's not just blurred, it's not just general. These are the lessons that you can actually take away from this particular summary. And please be my guest. If there are more things that you've even taken away from this chapter, this is why we have the TP Masterclass. Okay, but in terms of a structure, lesson number 1, every assumption that you have of a person could be wrong. And what I mean by of a person, it could even be your favorite influencer. Okay, how they obtain wealth when it comes to trading as a context, how they obtain their profits sometimes couldn't be further from the actual truth of how they actually generate their real profits. Okay, don't envy a person's wealth or the possessions that they carry. Okay, because you don't know how they actually obtained it in the first place. Okay, what's hidden behind the screenshots on Instagram, what's actually hidden behind the screenshots of the profits that they make, the particular influencer that they've taken a picture of. Sometimes it's marketing accounts. Let's just be honest. Okay, if you guys are very brand new to trading, the trading world, I'm going to say it as this. Okay, sometimes what people tend to do is they have partnerships with brokers whereby they have marketing accounts. And the whole purpose for that is for them to entice the new person, the new beginner for trading, or maybe somebody who's not consistent with trading. The whole purpose of that is for them to be enticed to say, let me buy your course because this person looks profitable. And that might be a whole lie. That might be further from the truth. Okay, so they're enticed to buy this person's course, to be a part of their program, not knowing that the actual profits that they're speaking about is probably just a marketing account or a demo account that they've converted into. I've just made a grand today and I made a grand tomorrow. I've made a grand. Somehow they have a 99% win rate, somehow, which doesn't exist, right? So these are things that you should look out for. Another reason to not follow that particular favorite person of yours, if you don't vet them properly, is this. They might have poor risk management. The level at which they may have obtained their profits, it might be due to poor risk management. It might be that they have zero stop loss. They have no stop loss. They have a large account of 100K that you can't see, but they go into such a deep drawdown, which most people, in terms of their trading account, they can't handle. And then it goes into profit, and all you see is the profit, but not the drawdown and not the challenges, right? There's a lot of things to do with relationship with money, which might be completely off as well. Another thing to add to this is this, that they could be one trade away from blowing their account or one investment from going completely bankrupt. You don't know the full story of a person, okay? One thing that I love to do is this. I love to study principles. I love to study individuals as to how they think and as to why they made the decisions. Not necessarily that they just had the screenshots, that they just had the results, okay? Those things do count and they do matter. However, one thing that I love to observe is the way the person thinks, okay? The way the person thinks, why they do certain things. I know many people speak about strategy this, strategy that, this particular strategy is better, that particular strategy is better. For me, it makes no difference. I found my strategy, it works for me. Most importantly is the thinking behind why they do, why they say the certain things, which is more appeasing to me. Okay, an example could be somebody that has £1,000 or $1,000 as a profit, or they do 100 pips. Just for you, again, as I mentioned this example, just for you to see the post, pay for the course, join their mentorship program, not knowing that it's actually the course that's funding their lifestyle. Okay, and then what happens is they're probably one check away from being repossessed in terms of their possessions. So the question I have for you is this, or furthermore, the question that we have for you is this. If you're actually serious about real wealth, what is it that you will do? In fact, are you really serious about real wealth, or is it just that you want to look like your favorite influencer? You can actually be honest with me in the chat. Do you just want to look like your favorite influencer? I'm not going to name names for today. In fact, I don't like doing that anyway. I never do so. But, think about your favorite influencer, the person that has the Lamborghini, the Rolex, the Rolls Royce, the lifestyle, from beach to beach. They're traveling to Dubai. They're traveling to Miami every often, right? Think about your favorite person. Is it just the thing that you're chasing? I can even be more generous to that. There are people out there that have publicly made it known that they've retired their parents through trading. That's incredible. In fact, that's an achievement I'm still working on myself, right? But just judging by that, is it just that you want to look like the person just because of the respect that you want to obtain? Or is it that you try to get true wealth? Okay, because the reality is this: true wealth is not loud. True wealth is silent. There's a reason why people like the Bill Gates of the world, the Mark Zuckerbergs, that they wear simple clothing. They're not very loud about their appearance, right? They're in fact incredibly silent about their appearance. But where the wealth comes from is up here. Where the wealth comes from is the things, as this chapter says, the wealth that you cannot see, the things that you actually cannot see, which is actually wealth. So lesson number 2, wealth is what you don't see. The concept of fake it till you make it, which this chapter actually goes into detail with, it's a cherished industry. In my opinion, I think it's hugely misinterpreted. I'll give you an example of that. When I say it's hugely misinterpreted, oftentimes when people say fake it till you make it, they think be around a certain crowd. Okay, the person has a particular lifestyle, I need to be around them, which is not necessarily a bad thing. But the problem is, because of their habits and their mindset, sometimes some people's mindset is, let me make you spend all your money so that you have to work hard for it and work for it more. For most people, that's not a reality that can be sustained, right? For most people, it's fake it till you make it. Let me buy this particular lifestyle, this watch, this costume, this suit, this particular item. Let me sit in an expensive restaurant to seem like I'm actually making money. But their mindset hasn't even been transformed. That's a very, very dangerous place to be. But what I think and what I personally understand, fake it till you make it, what it should mean, in my opinion, is this: affirmations. What you say to yourself every single day, the type of things you feed yourself, the habits that you train yourself to do on a regular basis. Okay, fake it till you make it doesn't necessarily mean you put yourself in a difficult and negative situation. All it simply should mean is that somebody should position themselves to say, I am the best trader in the world. I am a successful trader. I am consistent and profitable. I am somebody who does not make rational or hasty decisions. I am somebody who follows my rules consistently. You do that every single time until you become profitable as a trader. Okay. In my opinion, that's what I think fake it till you make it means. Now, yes, because of your mindset and your consistency, you do hang around successful people so that you can gain knowledge, not gain things. You gain knowledge, you gain wisdom, and you begin to grow through that process, is what I think fake it till you make it should actually mean. Okay. Put some number ones in the chat if you guys are following so far. Okay. If you guys are following me so far, drop some number ones in the chat. Okay. Drop some number ones in the chat. I'm going to continue in just a moment. I want to see if every single person tuning in today is following. Yes, I'm going to address that question right now because I know I've seen that question earlier. Somebody says, why are you standing? I just decided to stand today. You know, I'm excited. I'm using the standing desk, of course, as you guys probably know. But yeah, I just probably from now on, I'm going to be standing because, you know, I love this segment. It's what keeps it going. There's no particular reason as to the difference why I'm standing. I just tried it today and I love it. I'm probably going to still do it. That's the reason why I'm standing. All right. So let us continue. All right. So the next part to this is that true wealth is luxury items that are not, I repeat, true wealth is luxury items that are not purchased. In fact, it's the financial assets that haven't been converted into things that sometimes we can't often afford or that we desire to have. Okay. So as sometimes we think wealth is, I've achieved the success, I've made $100,000, I've made $1 million. Great. Now let me just go and buy these items that I've always wanted to buy. No. In fact, I've given you the example already. The Mark Zuckerbergs of the world, the richest and the most successful people in the world. Yes, maybe they might have one or two items which probably cost more than your entire lifetime. But the reality is they're very simplistic individuals in terms of appearance. Okay, what their assets are actually, where the money is actually tied into is the financial assets that sometimes you can't see. You can only speak about it, but you can't actually physically see it and touch it. Okay, and oftentimes what people want to do is they want to spend $1 million. They want to say that they spent $1 million, but not actually say that they've made $1 million and maintain $1 million. There's a big, big difference there, a massive, massive difference. Okay, there's a massive difference between the two. I had to think about that myself. Is it because I actually want the ability to spend the money? Or can I comfortably say, well, from the next 10 years, my money's tied up into something that will consistently grow and I have nothing and no issues to ever worry about? Let that sink in. Let that sink in. It's sunk in for me and I wish it does the exact same thing for you. Okay, I've said this already, that what we often want to do is contextualize what wealth actually is without thinking about the habits that the successful person actually did to obtain the wealth. In fact, the habits that they do consistently. I can't remember if this was chapter 1 or chapter 2, but Warren Buffett, till this day, he's one of the most successful, richest person in the world, the best investor that ever existed. But till this day, I don't know exactly how old he is, but in his 90s, he's still consistent with his habits on a regular basis. Why does he still do it? Because he understands that it takes a certain person, a certain creature to be consistent with their habits to maintain the wealth. Okay. Right. And the example that I want to give is somebody who has a job, a 9 to 5. They're really desperate to get out of their situation and say, you know what, I really need to trade. I need to make money. I need to help my family. I need to do X, Y, and Z. Right. But that desperation, and based on what they see and not knowing the things that they need to position, the things that they need to do to position themselves in, is what will get them the success, not the desire, not just the desire alone. Desire with no context and no structure will lead to destruction, in my opinion. Okay. You know, having a 9 to 5 is not necessarily a bad thing. In fact, having a 9 to 5, there's a lot of traders that I've heard in interviews that they love what they do. They absolutely love what they do, but they have trading as a security because they're very good at it. Okay. And the question I want for you to understand is this. So then we've spoken about all these things. How then do you know what wealth actually looks like? How do you know if by looking at someone that this person is wealthy? How do you know? Drop it in the chat. I'm going to go to the next slide and we're going to wrap up. But I want you guys to drop in the chat. How then do you know when somebody is wealthy? How do you know? It's like if you're saying, okay, wealth is what you can't see. What's the plus side to it? What's the answer to it? What's the equals to it? How do you know if somebody is wealthy then? Drop it in the chat. Drop it in the chat, okay? As I continue, and I'm going to end off with this, the key takeaways to this chapter is this, that true wealth is in fact financial assets that haven't been converted into things. I'll repeat it. Maybe that's one of the answers that you were about to give in the chat. But true wealth is in fact the financial assets that haven't been converted into things. Okay. Second point, create a structure in your life that will lead you to great wealth, as the hand of the diligent makes rich. Okay. So what do we mean by that? Okay. I'm not going to go into too much detail, but I've already mentioned some of the points. Somebody who's majorly successful, you can tell based on their habits, based on how they spend their time, who they spend their time with, based on their consistency. If you're somebody who believes in principles, waking up on time, you know, praying, you know, if you're a spiritual person, you're praying every single day, you're committing yourself to something that's higher than you, more powerful than you, right? With context. However, understand that it's not necessarily the chasing of the money. It's not the chasing of the possessions. No, in fact, it couldn't be further from that. It's about the habits. It's about the person's mindset, how they speak can give you some sort of inclination as to how this person is actually successful. And the last point I want to mention is this: don't envy another person's possessions, as once I mentioned in the beginning, that you have no idea how they obtained the wealth in the first place. A very dangerous place to be, assuming that somebody has wealth because of XYZ and you don't even know the person. The final thing I'm going to add to this session is this: that you must learn to have delayed gratification and protect your bottom line. And also strive for wealth. Striving for wealth is not something that you need to show off to the entire world. Sometimes the most successful people are just low key. If you're somebody like me, I want to be so successful, but I don't want nobody to know, right? I want to be big enough to make an impact. Yes, but I'm not a loud person in general. I don't want people to know. I don't want to be flashy. I just want to be end of, right? How many people are like that in the chat? Let me know in the chat, or just be honest and say, I can't wait to just be aggressive and just show everybody that I've succeeded. You might have a different personality than I have and that I will have and so on, but that's just who I am. Okay. And I believe that is it for my segment. But before I do that, here's the challenge I have for each and every single person. Okay. Look, study 2 to 3 things that keeps a person wealthy. And next week we'll resume and we'll ask some questions as to what you believe 1 or 2 key things that's something that keeps somebody wealthy in today's day and age. It can be somebody who's successful. It doesn't necessarily have to be somebody that has all the money in the world. It's not always about money. Yes, it's about the psychology of money, but study an individual, 2 to 3 things that keeps an individual based on their habits, keeps an individual wealthy based on their habits. And next week we'll resume and ask the questions. All right. So one more time, drop some fire emojis, drop some number ones in the chat if you guys are with me, and your biggest takeaways from this segment as we go into the next segment. Once again, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Willis Oromi. I've been excited about sharing this book review because it's not just me giving you this book review, but I'm actually learning and growing through this segment as well. Okay. And I pray that this actually changes your minds. As we mentioned in the beginning, we're not just training you to just read and be consistent. No, we're actually training you to read, to become a creature of habits, to fix your mind through this TP Masterclass. And most importantly, once you fix your mind, you can fix your trading. Once you fix your trading, you can be more educated and make better decisions that could, of course, change the course of your entire life. Guys, once again, my name is Willis Aromi. Thank you very much for joining this book segment. And I will now hand it to the next segment, and we're going to be, taking as many notes through the rest of this TP Masterclass. I love you all. God bless, and see you guys very, very soon. Peace out.
I think big, I dream big, I trade smart. My thoughts align with wealth, success, and abundance. I deserve success because I work for it and stay disciplined. I let it go of doubt. I let go of fear. My mind is renewed every day with wisdom and strength. I focus on solutions, not problems. I attract profitable trades and opportunities. I am a successful, focused, and profitable trader. I am unstoppable and I am victorious. I am grateful for every opportunity to trade and grow. I give thanks for my progress, my lessons, and my success. I attract prosperity and I steward it wisely. Every day, I am becoming a better trader. My trading provides freedom and abundance. I speak life, blessings, and success into my trading journey. I am grateful for the wisdom to manage risk and profit. I celebrate my growth and resilience. My heart is full of gratitude. My mind is at peace. I am prosperous in my thoughts, my trades, and my life. I think big, I dream big, I trade smart. My thoughts align with wealth, success, and abundance. I deserve success because I work for it and stay disciplined. I let it go of doubt. I let go of fear. My mind is renewed every day with wisdom and strength. I focus on solutions, not problems. I attract profitable trades and opportunities. I am a successful, focused, and profitable trader. I am unstoppable and I am victorious. I am grateful for every opportunity to trade and grow. I give thanks for my progress, my lessons, and my success. I attract prosperity and I steward it wisely. Every day, I am becoming a better trader. My trading provides freedom and abundance. I speak life, blessings, and success into my trading journey. I am grateful for the wisdom to manage risk and profit. I celebrate my growth and resilience. My heart is full of gratitude. My mind is at peace. I am prosperous in my thoughts, my trades, and my life. I think big, I dream big.
Great. If you can hear me well, kindly give me some ones in the chat area. Let me know if you can hear me well. I just want to see some ones to confirm if you can hear me perfectly. Can you hear me? Great, great, great. Thank you so much for that affirmation. Thank you so much to Willis for that wonderful session. It was really great. Willis, I really love listening to you break down that book. I've read that book like 3 times in a row. And, like when you start the breakdown, it almost feels like I've not I've not gone deeper into the book. I need to read the book, like all over again. Right. That was really, really awesome. Hello, guys. My name is Emmanuel Napo Ado, popularly known as Kema Traits, aka Highest. Today, I'm bringing to you something really interesting. As usual, it's not going to be too long, but definitely you would learn a lot from in here. What I'm going to be talking about today, after I thought, what is in your criteria? What is in your criteria? So if Barnes can bring up the screen, I'll be really grateful. Awesome. What is in your criteria? When we talk about criteria in the trading space, we are basically talking about things that you look out for before jumping into a trade, right? Let me tell you a story before I go into something very, very deep with you all today. The story is about, I know that a lot of you know my brother, Smart Techi Nixon. in Ghana. He is a public speaker, very great one as such. He is a talk, show host. He has hosted so many shows. He has been on so many radio platforms and television platforms. And one day, a lady asked him something interesting in church. The lady said, "It seems like you have everything figured out." And then he went like, "Nope, I don't have everything figured out. It is just that I have a criteria that I follow. I have something in my circle that I trust in. And a lot of you do not have something in your criteria that gives you that particular edge for you to move forward, for you to know that no matter what, you are going to succeed at this particular game, and you must get that particular thing in there." Now, let me tell you about a story that Smart told that lady that day. He told him about a story about Ronaldo, right? Not Cristiano Ronaldo, this Ronaldo. He told him a story about this Ronaldo. He's called Ronaldo Luis Nazário de Lima, right? This Ronaldo, a lot of us know him. He was a good player. And in fact, I think that if you put him on the pitch today, he can really play well, right? Maybe he's out of shape a little bit, but he still remembers how to throw his leg. He still remembers how to score goals. And so what is the story about this Ronaldo that Smart told a lady? He told her that Ronaldo, right, Luis de Lima, did something interesting. When he was leaving, he played for Barcelona. When he was leaving Barcelona, because of the way his negotiations went, like he wasn't really playing too well. And then he moved to Inter Milan, right? Now, when he moved to Inter Milan, at the first stage, he wasn't also playing really well. So they did everything, like in the football area, they also bring psychology. So people who, do not know that, like you have to bring in psychologists when you are playing football to actually, tackle psychological areas with the players. You'll be joking. Psychology plays a big role in there. And so they brought in a psychologist to, like assess the situation and all. Why is this guy not playing the way he's supposed to play? We have seen him playing so many matches. He's scoring so many goals. He came here, he has not even scored any goal. He's not playing as, and then, to no avail. The psychologist realized something really interesting. He realized that this man has a strong love and strong bond and strong tie with his mother. And whenever his mother showed up on the pitch, there was a difference in the way he played. That was a criteria that was in his play. Whenever his mom showed up in the pitch area, in the presence of him playing the match, his game was different. So you know what they did? They invited the mom to that particular game. And the mom sat in the dressing room. When Ronaldo came, when we're coming into the dressing room to have a talk with the coach and everything before they go to the pitch, Ronaldo met his mother. Guess what? His face lightened up. That day, he scored 3 goals on that pitch. What it means is, or what Smart was trying to tell the lady is, sometimes you don't have everything figured out, but you have a criteria drawn that you are following. And you know that because you are following this criteria, everything would work out perfectly for your good. That is the story that I want to leave you with. And in fact, the same man, something, about his mom also was being interviewed, and his mom said something interesting. His mom said, I had been staking a lot of bets, right? Lottery, right? She had been staking a lot of lottery, and she never knew that the ultimate lottery ticket was sitting in her bedroom, breaking vases. Vases, right? Vases. Breaking vases with football. Do you get that? Her ultimate lottery ticket was sitting in her bedroom, breaking vases with a ball. And she was out there staking lottery. Sometimes the greatest thing that you have is inside your own closet, but you're out there looking for something else, looking for validation out there. Sometimes the greatest thing is within you. Now let's go in there and then let's get into what I'm going to be talking about today. So, like today, I'm going to be talking about one of the things in my criteria that I trade with is basically market structure. We all know that market moves in 3 ways. Market moves towards the upside, towards the downside, and also towards the, sideways, right? If market is moving towards the upside, it has a dynamic. It has a way that it travels. We can be able to see that direction is upward, but how is it traveling towards the upside? And if market is coming towards the downside, it has a dynamic as well. we can see market clearly coming towards the downside, but how exactly is it traveling towards the downside? And when market is stagnant around an area or accumulation, like phase, or there's a range bound market, we basically stay clear out of the market. But how can you identify that market is range bound and not going anywhere? It is basically as a result of market creating equal highs and equal lows within a particular region, not necessarily showing you the direct direction of the market. Now, if you go to YouTube, right, YouTube University will give you something like this. This is what I call the forecasted view of how market is supposed to look like, whereby we teach you higher highs, higher lows, higher high, higher lows. So when a trader comes in here, basically they have a mindset that, like, oh, this is rainbows. Market just goes up, comes down, and goes up again. Then I'm gonna get market when it comes down and then going towards the upside. But there are a lot of principles that govern, like market structure. And sometimes we don't break that ice to you. For instance, every structure that comes in play has an internal structure. And so if you have a push from a higher low point like this to a higher high point like this, drawn to you as simple as so, sometimes it doesn't look so simple. So in the actuals, I presented something of the sort like this, whereby instead of price just coming towards the downside and going towards the upside, it will create a low like this, a low like this, a high like that, a high like that, a low like that, and eventually you will just give up, because you would have instigated that this is the low that is going to go towards the upside. You would have instigated that this is the low that is going to go towards the upside. About 3 times in a row, like you are done. But the 4th or the 5th time would actually cause a strong push towards the upside. Or if we are in a bearish direction, it will cause a strong push towards the downside. For instance, those who trade a gold market, just the last Friday, market dropped excessively towards the downside. And guess what? I was in the trade. Clifford Cheqona was in the trade. And right after, he just came in and he was like, bro, I caught the trade that you caught. And it was so beautiful, like knowing that, oh, he also got that trade. But guess what? Before market dropped towards the downside, it relatively consolidated around an area. On the lower time frame perspective, 15 minutes, it took several hours before that drop actually came in. And a lot of people didn't find themselves in that particular drop, right? Because they were frustrated before that drop actually came in. But that is one of the very things that a lot of traders suffer from, being very frustrated before the trade move actually comes in. So this is how I present it. We have higher highs and higher lows in the market, but you ought to know that there is an internal structure which also looks like higher lows and higher highs in the actual market structure that we are looking out for. And there is also a break of that area before market pushes towards the upside. Now, you know how I actually condense this and make a better understanding of it? I use candlestick patterns and formations. Why? Because price is fractal. And if price is fractal, what I basically means is that there are dispensations of every candlestick that we see. Candlesticks are really fractal. If I pick 4-hour time frame, 4-hour time frame is made up of several 1-hour time frame candles, and it's made up of several 30 minutes, and made up of several 5 minutes, several 15 minutes, several 1 minute candle, and even several 30 seconds candles. Those who don't know that there are 30 seconds candles, of course there are. If you pay for TradingView, you will be able to get that, right? And so you would realize that because of that dispensation of the candlestick, whatever is happening on an area where you are seeing it to be a clear structure up and down movement is just a candlestick formation on a higher time frame perspective. So if I am able to come out of this whole rat and be able to identify the candle that is actually causing the up and then down of that area, I will be able to now draw out that significant point that is essential to me. Now, this is a key component for you to take away. What is a swing high point? What is a swing low point? Now, the highest point of the market that causes the swing low is the what we call the swing high. And the swing low is the lowest point of the market that caused the current swing high. Now, what I'm basically saying is, if I have a push from this low to this high point, and then there's a pullback, this area, as a result of breaking this particular region, which now is what we call the structural area, after the break, it becomes, we now say break of structure. So we tag that area as a break of what? Structure. So after that area is broken, that particular new high point that is created becomes a swing high. And that low point that created that high is what we term as the swing low point. Now, it's like I take every swing like a governance, right? So for instance, I'm going to use Ghana as an area of an example, right? we go to the elections, we have multiple party systems, and then, one party comes out victorious. Now, before that party comes out victorious, there is an individual that is, let's say, helping that particular lead in that particular party. Now, if that particular party comes out victorious, the one that is able to break through the previous government, which is the previous high point, now becomes the president. And the one that helped that individual to be able to now assume the new position becomes the vice president. So he becomes the next, second person of the country. We call him the second man or the second lady of the country. If the vice president is actually a lady. I hope you understand. So in that scenario, that low point is as significant as the high point. Now, why are they significant? They are significant because the high point, if price should break that high point, it now instigates a perpetual motion towards the outside. And if price should break the low point, which we have here, then it instigates a turnaround of the market, or an impending push towards the downside in this scenario. And if it is in a bearish scenario where we are having market come from the top side towards the downside, when we have a break of the significant swing high point, it means that we are now looking forward for market to push towards the upside. And if we have a break or the constant break of the lower low regions, signify continuations towards the downside, which basically means the preceding price action is still in motion. I hope you understand. Now, BOS, break of structure. That's wherever you see BOS, it means break of a structure or break of a previous swing high point or a previous swing low point. It's as simple as that, right? That is basically it. And then we go on to the next area. Now, you as a trader, I want to help you to be able to make the right decisions in the market. We don't just come into the market and start placing trade. Now, let me not just say we don't just come into the market. I do not just come into the market and start placing trades. I place trades based on the direction of the market. I place trades based on the structure of the market, the swing high and swing low that has been created. And now I look forward for my area of interest for me to now look for that particular buy or sell that I'm anticipating in the market. Now, there are areas that are strong areas for buys, and there are areas that are strong areas for sells. There are areas that are weak areas for buys, and there are areas that are weak areas for sells. Now, this is what I mean. We can have a bullish market going towards the upside, and you will buy, and you will still make a loss. Right? Now, the question is, why? It is as a result of where you bought from. You bought from a weak buy area. So we have price pushing towards the upside. If we have price around this particular region, this particular high point that I'm hovering the mouse right here, right? And you buy from that area, and market starts dropping towards the downside, what do you think will happen? You find yourself in a loss, even though we are in a bullish market. So that area is a buy area, or we are still in a buy market, but it is a very weak buy point. And in the weak buy point, usually the sells come in play. In the weak buy point, we have sells that come in play. Short-term sells come from weak buy points. You can pen that down or write that down. Short-term sells come from weak buy points. And they drive you, they are short-term sells because they drive you into the strong buy areas in order for you to find entries to continue the direction of the market. That's why you need to know the direction of the market. It needs to be in your criteria. Structure needs to be in your criteria. You have to understand the structure. How to get it. Now, once market comes into that low region, now the next thing in my criteria is I never place trades when they have not dipped into the 50% of at least that swing low to swing high, that I'm looking out for. Now, what is Cheqona saying? If I bring you into a chart area like this, right? And I'm saying, okay, so this is a trade from a low region here. So we had this pullback, and then we had this move towards the upside like that. And now we have price coming towards the downside, right? I make transactions from great transactions area, basically meaning that until price has actually dipped into 50% of the region, it's not part of my criteria to start looking for buys. And so you see, I have a criteria that I follow. And in that criteria, if market, even though has given me significant swing low, significant swing high, even though I know the direction of the market is a buy, it still says until price dips into 50% of your region, Cheqona, you are not going to be placing a trade. Which means from that low point all the way to the high point, I need to be looking out for price to at least come 50% into the region before I start looking out for buys from under the 50% of that area. So it means that my buy entries are going to come from somewhere around this region, and there's extra confirmation to what added to that for me to be able to get that trade towards the upside. I hope you understand that. So drawing a criteria for yourself is drawing a mechanical process that you as a trader will wake up every day, come every day, sit down every day, and follow the same thing. That's why it's called a mechanical process. When a machine is set or programmed to do a particular thing, it never changes that particular thing. It keeps doing that thing over and over. The only thing that disrupts the machine is when like it's out of fuel. That is if the machine uses fuel, or it's distorted electronically, and even if it is fixed, it probably comes back to shape and starts doing the same thing all over again. So what you are supposed to do is to draw a mechanical process for yourself, whereby you know that in my mechanical process, A, B, C, D. If I have not seen C, I'm not entering the trade, even though I've seen A and I've seen B. And that is what is causing a lot of people to lose their accounts on the market, right? Now let's go back to the chart. So the same way, if you are having the market come towards the downside, we have strong areas and we have weak areas. Strong sell regions and then weak sell regions. It means even though market is in a perpetual movement towards the downside, even though the preceding price action is going towards the downside, right? You are under no circumstance to place a trade for the sells where price is at the moment. You have to wait for price to give you the opportunity for you to be able to enter the market. Next week, I'm going to basically move you into the condensed candlestick state of that, and then show you what I call continuations and then entry, like opportunities on the market, whereby you can basically just use candlesticks to trade the market and be very, very successful at that. But if you want longevity in the game, definitely you have to add on some few confluences as well. Now, before I end this is a typical change of a trend, whereby you are looking at higher highs and higher lows coming on the market, but then a foreign area is introduced. What is the foreign area? We have higher highs and higher lows market being formed. All of a sudden, a lower low market is introduced in there. You realize that we have a high created, a low created. The next high that is created is of a higher price level than the previous high. That is why we call it the higher high level. The next low point that is created is of a higher price level than the previous low that was created. That is why it's called a higher low level. And it's continuing like that in perpetual motion. The moment we have higher high being created, but the next low that is created just is lower than the previous low that is created, it means there is a foreign material introduced into what we have been seeing happening on the market, and that is the first cue to tipping you off that there may be an impending change of a trend coming in there. It could be a pullback, a major retracement of the market, or even the beginning of a total reversal on the market. And that's how I watch the market perpetually. There's more to it, like making great transactions, from great transaction zones in the market, whereby I explain it in a simple manner as this. Take the forex market, right? Or take the market space, like our usual market space. We all have market spaces where we go in there, right? Now, in the market space, there are several things that are being sold there. Let's say we are going in for tomatoes, right? Now, tomatoes is what we are looking for. We have two main people who make up a transaction, a buyer and a seller. If one is absent, a transaction is not complete. That's why you hear some people constantly say imbalance. What is imbalance? Imbalance is when we have sold, most of the goods out, but there's no money to show that the goods have been bought. That's an imbalance. It means that there is money that needs to come and satisfy that particular, stock that is missing from there. Else there's a thief in the shop. I hope you understand that. Now, these are the two components of a transaction, the buyer and then the seller. The seller has a mindset of his own, and the buyer also have a mindset that they come in on the market with. The seller has a mindset, I have to make profits. The buyer also has a mindset, I have to reduce that particular product, to the bare minimum. And Trust me, everybody who is buying something asks for reduction. So far as it is presented, or the opportunity is presented for you to what? For that product to be reduced, everybody who is buying something has the mindset of reducing. Even Elon Musk going to buy X, he asks for reduction. I hope you understand what I mean. So these are the two mindsets of the individual. So we have seller saying, hey, I must make profit of this. I bought it for 1,000, but I want 1,200. The buyer, on the other hand, is saying that no matter what, I must try as much as possible to get this at 900. So you see that there's a push and pull, but the seller is never going to go beneath that 1,000. Why? Because that is the stock. If the seller goes beneath 1,000, they have made a loss of 100. If the buyer is able to negotiate all the way down to about 1,050, they have done really well, because at the end of the day, that's what we call the premium and discount. So over here, you realize that we have the premium area and the discount area. That same way, I bring you into the chart. When we have price move from point A to point B, and we have a pullback coming in play, if you are a seller, yours is within this region. This weak buy area is yours for you to, have that sales, for that sales to bring you into the buy region. And you, as a buyer who is looking to just buy in the market, you are waiting for price to come into a very minimal area for you to buy, because you are risking. You are spending money in purchasing that thing. You are risking. And if the trade doesn't go well, you lose at the end of the day. So the area where your stop loss needs to be is beneath this particular region for a safeguard, right? For a safeguard, listen to me. For a safeguard, let's say your area that your stop loss is supposed to be is, if you pick the trade from this region, see how much room you have. At the end of the day, I'm not saying that don't pick the trade from this. If your capital is, you are liquid, we call that liquid. If you are liquid enough to pick a trade from here and watch for market to drop all the way towards the downside, and you and I know, those who trade good, you know that if price is dropping like this, it's probably dropping like 300 or 400 pips, right? If that is what you can offer, then no problem. And if price is going, it means you are looking at taking 400 pips profit as well on the market, which is your 1:1 risk reward. Your capital is huge, but my capital on the market is not huge, which means I need to try as much as possible to look for the bare minimal stop loss that could fit my capital in relation to my lot size that I'm putting on the market, so that at least I'll be able to make money along the way. If that is the case, then I must try as much as possible to look for the reduction to the bare minimum. So I'll just leave you with this final example. It's like two individuals walking into the market, myself and Clifford Cheqona. Clifford is rich. So, we go into the market. Kema is not so rich, but he's, there and there, right? And we go into the market and we are all going to buy the same product. And they quote the product for us. They say it's 5,000. I'm like, what? 5,000? No, I need to reduce this. Clifford, on the other hand, he has 5,000. What? I need to reduce this. But they tell Clifford, okay, we are going to give it to you for 4,800. And Clifford says, oh, no problem. I want to buy it. So Clifford buys it because he has the capital enough to purchase it. And he doesn't really mind about it. But Kema has maybe 3,500. And Kema knows that the cost of that product is actually about 3,000. So Kema tries as much as possible to beat down the price. Sometimes he will not be able to get the price at all because they will tell him, Master, we are not going to give to you, which means he has missed the opportunity on getting that product and he is supposed to leave. Which means in the market scenario, market has left you because you were waiting for a very low price. That could happen, right? Market will leave you alone. It means Clifford found himself in that trade and then it gave him the profit that he needed, but you didn't get opportunity to be in that trade. But there are times when market will come low, and you will be able to get the opportunity to get that trade at maybe 3,200. At the end of the day, Clifford bought it at 4,800. You bought it at 3,200. It means that market has come all the way down. It means all the way from that 3,200 to where Clifford bought it is profit for you. Before now, you start having profit with Clifford, right? And in the markets, it's just beautiful when I'm watching the market like that. I hope you understand. There's more to it. As I said, we'll go in deeper next week. But today, this is where I'll end you. Peace out, everyone. My name is Kema Trades.
I think big, I dream big, I trade smart. My thoughts align with wealth, success, and abundance. I deserve success because I work for it and stay disciplined. I let it go of doubt. I let go of fear. My mind is renewed every day with wisdom and strength. I focus on solutions, not problems. I attract profitable trades and opportunities. I am a successful, focused, and profitable trader. I am unstoppable and I am victorious. I am grateful for every opportunity to trade and grow. I give thanks for my progress, my lessons, and my success. I attract prosperity and I steward it wisely. Every day, I am becoming a better trader. My trading provides freedom and abundance. I speak life, blessings, and success into my trading journey. I am grateful for the wisdom to manage risk and profit. I celebrate my growth and resilience. My heart is full of gratitude. My mind is at peace. I am prosperous in my thoughts, my trades, and my life.
What is the TP family and how do you become part of it? Don't worry. If you're watching this, you're already part of the TP family. Now, before you ask, no, it's not take profit. That's the first thing traders think, right? TP stands for trading psychology. When Cliff Cheqona created this community, he didn't want to make it all about himself. He wanted to create a space for traders built around a simple truth. Most traders lose because their mindset isn't ready for success. So what's the TP family? It's not a company. It's not an organization. It's a movement of traders who are done chasing shortcuts, done trading emotionally, and done feeling like they're alone in this journey. Now, let me be clear. We're not here to build another Telegram or Discord group. You don't need more chats or endless notifications. All you have to do is follow our content on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. That's where we deliver everything. Masterclasses, podcast clips, mindset tips, and even those hard truths no one else will tell you about trading. Our vision for 2025 is simple. Education. We teach traders what really matters, not just strategies, but the mindset behind them. Through our TP Masterclass, podcasts, and content, we make sure traders know how to manage themselves first. Community. The TP family is all about connection, but instead of chat rooms, we meet through meaningful content that actually helps you grow. Tools. We're creating journals, simulations, and practical resources to help you track your progress and improve your trading behavior. The TP family is here to change the way traders think forever. We're not about quick wins. We're about creating strong, resilient, unstoppable traders. Welcome to the movement. Let's make 2025 the year you fix your mind and fix your trading.
I think big, I dream big, I trade smart. My thoughts align with wealth, success, and abundance. I deserve success because I work for it and stay disciplined. I let it go of doubt. I let go of fear. My mind is renewed every day with wisdom and strength. I focus on solutions, not problems. I attract profitable trades and opportunities. I am a successful, focused, and profitable trader. I am unstoppable and I am victorious. I am grateful for every opportunity to trade and grow. I give thanks for my progress, my lessons, and my success. I attract prosperity and I steward it wisely. Every day, I am becoming a better trader. My trading provides freedom and abundance. I speak life, blessings, and success into my trading journey. I am grateful for the wisdom to manage risk and profit. I celebrate my growth and resilience. My heart is full of gratitude. My mind is at peace. I am prosperous in my thoughts, my trades, and my life. I think big, I dream big,
All right. Can you guys hear me loud and clear? If you can hear me loud and clear, kindly just drop something in the comment. Let me know. Can you guys hear me? Good evening, everyone. Good evening, good morning, wherever you guys are. I know there are some people from the India space, the Indian community. I know you guys are here. Good evening, everyone. Before we even do, if you have not invited anyone, just invite them. But before then, I want us to really charge up the atmosphere that we are in. The affirmations were repeated continuously for a reason. Before you are, no matter your situation right now on this live stream, you are blessed. You are blessed. You are blessed. You are blessed. Charge yourself up a little bit. Let your mindsets be in this space full of concentration. I am blessed. I am a trader. I may not be to the level of the discipline I am yet, but I know that I'll be and I am a disciplined trader. When others are saying there is a casting down, I will say there is a lifting up. I am blessed. I am blessed. I am blessed. I am intelligent. Charge yourself up a little bit. You see, when it comes to these TP Masterclass, it's not just about talking about trading, because you may have heard me say this before, that your trading life and your actual life, they mirror each other. If you don't fix your actual life, it will reflect in your trading life. And one of the things that we focus on this masterclass is the segment that is about mindset reprogramming. The things you hear, the things you see, the things you believe. What do you believe about yourself? If you believe that you are blessed, I want you to shout to yourself. We don't meditate on declaration. Let it out of your mouth. You are blessed. Say to yourself, I am blessed. I am blessed. 4 to 5 more. I am blessed. I am blessed. I am a profitable trader. You may not even see the wins yet, but your mindset must get there before the actual manifestation of the results come. I am blessed. You are blessed. You are blessed. Father, we thank you for another segment today. We are going to go into today's lesson, but before then, let me just say hi to each and every single person as usual. I hope you guys are doing well. Let me know where you are tuning in from. Let me just get a little bit of hello from everybody. Where you're tuning in from, I want to say hello to you. I want to honor you for staying on. At least you've been on this live stream for 1 hour. Thank you. Thank you for giving your ears to this masterclass. Thank you for being patient to wait for knowledge. Thank you. Really appreciate you a lot. If this is your first time that you are joining us here on TP Masterclass, can you notify us in the comment section so that we can basically say hello to you, not just myself, the whole team, and on behalf of the whole entire community, we can take it out from there. Okay? So we have UAE in the house. UAE in the house. Who else do we have out there? There's a Nigeria in the house. Thank you so much for tuning in. We have Dubai again. Okay, amazing. Amazing. The Dubai family. Beautiful. We have South Africa in the house. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. Netherlands. Amazing. All right, guys. I just want to say thank you to each and every single person. Faith, nice to meet you. Thank you. First time, guys, can we drop in number ones and say welcome in the comment for Meshram? Meshram said this is the first time he is joining. Can we say welcome, Meshram? We want to celebrate him for taking the opportunity to join us today. Before we go into today's masterclass, I want to first of all just say something. We get a lot of messages from people asking that how can I be part of the TP family? And that is why every single day we try our best to communicate highly for you to be able to understand how you can be part of the TP family. First of all, if you are tuning into this masterclass, you're already part of the TP family. TP, it doesn't mean take profit. TP simply means over here, trading psychology. And we as a family, we are individuals that believe that mindset plays an important role in this industry. You see, the average mindset of a person is not enough to be able to make consistent emotional decisions in a day and end up being profitable the way that they want. And you may have heard me say this before, that the same knife we use to cook is the same knife someone can use to hurt someone. There is no problem with the knife. It is the mindset holding that knife. I'm going to say it again. The same knife we use to cook is the same knife someone can use to hurt someone. But there is no problem with that knife the individual was holding. The issue was the mindset holding that knife. And again, I always say this, it has become a statement I make so often that even if I start it, there are people who can finish it before me. I always tell people this, that if we give a civilian guns, ammunitions, a uniform, a civilian. It doesn't make that civilian a soldier. You have to give that civilian a time period. And when they go through that time period, after training, after reprogramming, after building new set of attitude, that individual who once upon a time you called a civilian can now become a soldier by description. And so you need to be able to understand that something must happen to you in order for you to become the trader you want to become. And one of our contribution into this industry is what you are finding out here. So yes, we do talk about trading psychology mainly, and we talk about things around the mindset. And some people sometimes ask me some questions and they go like, Cliff, what about us that we are new? We understand. And sometimes the reality that you need to understand is there is a culture whereby in this industry, one person wants to do everything. One mentor wants to teach everything. One mentor wants to be the jack of all trades to a mentee. It doesn't work like that. One person cannot teach another person everything they need to know. If I do that, I am building up an attitude of a witchcraft, because I don't want you to fly. I don't want you to explore. I don't want you to test other spirits. Cliff Cheqona alone cannot teach you one way. Yes, I do trade about different sets of strategies. And sometimes I was tempted when I started this whole entire vision by the grace of God to teach people everything. And I realized, Cliff, the Bible says something that may each of us minister according to our grace. And one thing I believe God has helped us is the area to bring clarity in your mind. In other words, light bulb movement into individuals. So I chose a very simple dimension in the industry that is called trading psychology. So I use my decade plus experience, more than 12 years in this industry, to show people how to be able to fix their mind so that they can fix their trading. And so if this is your first time, you can go through some of the previous videos that we have done. When you go to our YouTube channel, you can go to the playlist. You will see what we say, the Trading Psychology Masterclass. You can go through all the videos and other videos also on the platform. If you are here on this masterclass, you are already part of the TP family. We don't have a special Telegram channel, Discord, or whatever that other people do. And I know it's unusual, but I really want you to believe this, that if truly you find value on this masterclass, you will come back again. If you don't, it's fine. Because not everybody will think TP family and Cliff Cheqona and Kema and all these individuals in the team is a big deal. Not everybody will think we are a big deal, and it's okay. But if you think you find value and you want to invite people, you want to come on this masterclass over and over again, I promise you, by the grace of God, that your life will never remain the same again. I believe that so much. And so thank you so much for coming on to this masterclass. Today, I'm teaching a very powerful topic. Very foundational, yet very powerful. And it's going to change a lot for you guys, more than you think, on today's masterclass. Today's masterclass, from my segment, I title it, What is Really Trading Psychology? What is really trading psychology? This topic came into my heart since Monday, and I couldn't wait to teach on this masterclass because I genuinely believe that this is going to be the answer to some of you guys, your prayers, to some of you guys, your heart cry, that what should I do? Why is it that, what do I do next? Because I have learned, some famous strategies that people talk about now. Is it ICT? Is it smart money? Is it indicators? Is it Fibonacci retracement and extension? Is it Elliott wave? Is it harmonious corners? What exactly is it that you want to learn that you've not learned? Is it pure price action? Is it you trading basics, support and resistance? What is it actually that you haven't learned that it seems still something is missing? And you've heard people talking about trading psychology. And some people are saying my psychology is bad. Some people are saying, how do I fix my psychology? And all of that. And I want you to understand something, that today is going to be one of the most important conversations you may have come across on this platform called YouTube. And I assure you, if you give me your ears attention, if you align yourself with the atmosphere that you are in, and anyone under the sound of my voice, if you pay attention, I promise you, by the grace of God, God willing, your life will never remain the same again after this information. You will know what to do. You'll be like, okay, so finally, this is the missing piece. And this is what I would do every single day to become the trader I want to become. Ladies and gentlemen, once upon a time, when I started trading in 2012, I will never forget. I really thought after a year or 2 or 3 years, I was going to be very profitable and I was going to change my life and I was going to change my families and I was going to change every single person around me. And my life will never remain the same again. From 2 years went to 3 years and almost plus 4 years into it. That is 2012 to 2015, crossing into the 4th year. I had a light bulb moment. And even with that, it became a journey. You see, in this life that we live in, this is the mistake a lot of people make. When it takes you time to realize a conviction, to use that conviction to change your life, it doesn't mean the whole entire life should stop because you now understood you need to learn something. You are going to pay a price called seasons. Seasons is there for a reason, so that the life that we live in can be balanced. There is time for everything. If today is a day that you are about to get the light bulb moment about what we call trading psychology, it's going to take you time to understand your mindset and your behavior. Now, most cases, one of the biggest problem people face in this life is that they don't have time. And I want to express a heartfelt message to each and every single person listening to me right now, that I do 100% understand. You don't have time. In fact, one of the most painful parts of not having money is when you don't have money, the time needed for you to have the money. So let's say, for example, you need to buy something right now, something that your destiny needs, and you don't have the money right now. The stress, the cortisol levels that rises up because of the lack of that finances at that moment is what actually really stresses people. Because if you get the money 2 weeks from now and you cannot solve what you needed to solve, it doesn't change anything. And so I really want you guys to, before we go into the topic today, one of my serious heart cry is that we live in an industry that people have taken it lightly. This industry does not just move. This industry, the market does not just move. The market is structured in a way that it doesn't care about you. You may have heard me saying this, or you may have studied before, that there is a hierarchy in this industry. There is the top of the hierarchy, there is a second in command, there is a third, fourth, fifth, and you are at the bottom of the hierarchy. So you will find the banks, the EBS, the medium-sized banks, and then you will find the hedge funds, the pension funds, the Warren Buffett, the corporations, and the companies. And then at the end of the day, you are at the bottom of the hierarchy. The reason why you need to have this conviction is so that you understand that sometimes you will always be at the disadvantaged side. What do I mean? There are days you will make money, you will make money, you will make money. You are being very well. And after 2 or 3 or 4 times of you making good money, the human tendency of who you are will eventually risk more than you should. And in that moment, for some weird reason, the market goes against you so well. I can predict so well that Friday, people lost money they were not supposed to lose with gold. I can predict it so well because the market keeps on repeating itself over and over again in that structure. Why? Because the market will give you money, a piece of it, it will give you another piece of it, it will give you another piece of it, and then the 4th time that you know you need to stick to your trading plan, you are still going to be greedy. For some weird reason, you were not greedy the first time, second time not greedy, third time not greedy. For some weird reason, you found yourself being greedy on the 4th time, and the market went against you mightily. Now, you can call it whatever it is. You can call it whatever one not. But I promise you, you were not the only one who behaved that way. Listen to this, ladies and gentlemen. How many of you guys say something around you, and for some weird reason, tomorrow you start to see an ad? You think that structure is only just on your phone? Why do you think when you are going into the market, or you are registering for anything in this world right now, there is a standard KYC? Where do you think your data is going? What do you think that data is for? What do you think? You think everything is happening in this world is normal? It's not normal. You think when you walk into a shop, the place where you see the product that most likely you love, that somehow, even though you didn't plan to buy, you end up buying, you think it's just a normal common sense? You think the way people get addicted to Instagram is normal? Nothing in this world is normal. Everything is structured. It is only you That is thinking. If the market goes against you, then it means that. But a lot of people now associate it, oh, I was manipulated. No, you were not manipulated. You just don't understand there is a conflict of interest. And so trading psychology is not what helps you. Listen to this carefully now. Now, what I'm about to say, a lot of people will be like, oh, okay, Cliff. Trading psychology is not what helps you to make money. Trading psychology is what helps you to survive in the market long enough to make money. I'm going to say it again. Trading psychology is not what necessarily helps you to make money. Trading psychology is what helps you to survive, helps you to not break down. It's what helps you to live, to trade another day. Because to make money is a simple mathematical statement. Risk to reward ratio. If so, done. What actually is going to help you? How many times have you lost money in the market that at some point you wish you would have managed things well, mentally, emotionally, so that you could have benefited from the day that the market gave you the opportunity you knew this was an A+ setup? So ladies and gentlemen, listen, we're going to go into today's topic. But I want you to tell yourself one thing. You can type it in the comment and you can write it down and you can scream it to yourself. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Today is the day you need to end the ignorant mindset. The market doesn't care about you. That mentor, you are every single day on Instagram putting fire emojis and you comparing him to another trader and you saying one is not good and one person is not. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, in this industry, nobody, not the brokers, not the hierarchy, is coming to save you. You need to fight and beat ignorance. Number one. Number two, you need to tell yourself enough is enough. You are going to make a decision that from the beginning of today will change your life. Because if you don't like what you have right now in your hands, do something about it. This, I'm not trying to motivate you. I'm trying to provoke you so that you can get to a certain point in your mindset to understand the world is not coming to save you. The world does not play fair with ignorant people. The world does not care about your sentiments. Life is a mystery of principles and laws. Whether you believe in the law of gravity or not, if you jump from a 50th story building, you will go down. Whether you believe in the law of gratitude or not, when things are not going well for you, complain. You will end up still being broke. It doesn't care how you feel. It's a set of laws and principles you have learned and you are willing to apply. That is how life works. And so TP Masterclass is not a place where you come for somebody to pat your back and tell you, oh, no worry. You should be worried if you are not willing to fight ignorance. You should be worried if you are not willing to understand. In this life, knowledge, light bulb moment is key. You need to understand that life, on top of it all, is spiritual. Until you get this understanding, what we are about to study today, it will not make you angry enough to get up and do something about it. Today's topic is called, what is really trading psychology? What is really trading psychology? There are three things I want to do today on today's masterclass. Three things I want to do today. Number one, I want to solve ignorance problem. Number two, I want to show you why the conversation we're about to have matters. And number three, I want to teach you how to study it. What is the topic? What is really trading psychology? Somebody should be angry in their spirit and say enough is enough. Enough is enough. Be angry in your spirit and say enough is enough. You have sent fire emojis for so long on Instagram. You have been angry at the mentor who is probably driving the car that you think, whatever. Guys, forget about all of that. Let's focus on your destiny this evening. Be angry in your spirit and say enough is enough. Enough is enough of the complaining. Enough is enough with the environment you know that wouldn't take you to the next level for some weird reason. You cannot leave those friends because you think if you leave them, they will say you're becoming something else. Become something else. Become something else. So three things we are solving today on today's masterclass. Number one, solve ignorant. I don't know. There is this anger in my spirit right now that somebody's mindset needs to change tonight. Something needs to happen to your spirit. Enough is enough. That person that the minute you are about to basically just go and study or go to the masterclass, that person will say nonsense to you. What's up with all these masterclass? You're always going, if they will say nonsense, they don't understand anything they are talking about. They don't understand how life works. They don't understand how some people will even sometimes say things to us on TP Masterclass and they don't even know how much it costs to even run an online event with TP Masterclass, with all the things, with all the team. They don't get it. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, look, in this life right now, you need to get to the point where you need to start being responsible for your life. Enough is enough. That is all that I want to tell somebody today. Somebody needs to hear that. Enough is enough. TP Masterclass topic for today. What is really trading psychology? I said I'm solving 3 things. Don't forget that. It's very important you keep that in mind. We are solving an ignorance problem. Number 2, I'm going to show you why it matters. And number 3, teach you how to study it. Now, you may have heard about psychology a lot. You may have heard about psychology every single day. Now, sometimes one of the things that provoked me to be able to teach this topic today is when I hear people saying my psychology is bad. Stop saying that. Stop. Today, that is the first ignorance I want to solve in your life. Don't ever stand anywhere again and say my psychology is bad. Your psychology cannot be bad. Does that make sense? Your psychology cannot be bad. If you are trying to say that your psychology is bad, meaning you have not studied it, I get it. But most of the times when people say my psychology is bad, they are basically trying to communicate that my mindset and my behavior is bad. It's not the right way to put it. Your psychology cannot be bad. Why? Because when you pick the word logi, it simply means the study of. Logi simply means the study of. So for example, if I pick the word sexology, 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 it simply means the study of human sexuality. 2 genders, male, female. Okay, so when we pick the word sexology, it is the study of human sexuality. Okay, then when you pick the word pharmacology, pharmacology is the study of medicine and how it affects your body. That means if you pick paracetamol and you take the pill into your body, the reaction, the mechanism of action. If I sit down and I start to study the before you took the pill, after you took the pill, the side effect of the pill, and then the way it's healing you, you can call that process a pharmacological process of a study. It's a pharmacology sentence. Does that make sense? Do you understand what I'm saying? So the before, the after effect of the drug in your body in a human, pharmacology. What did I say? Sexology means the study of human sexuality. Pharmacology is the study of medicine, okay? And how it affects your body. Then biology is the study of life. Biology is the study of life, meaning that if you start to study every single living thing in this world and it is starting to make sense to you, you can tell, okay, fine, I understand this study, blah, blah, blah. Are you with me? So you can't say my biology is bad. If you're talking about examination and then your understanding of that topic in the school or whatever, I get it. But even that one is not even the right way of putting it. So you can't say my biology is bad. You can't say my sexology is bad. You can't say my pharmacology is bad. If in terms of tests, examination, as I said, that one makes sense. So you cannot say my psychology is bad. So what is psychology? Psychology is the study of human mind and behavior. So what am I doing now? I am using my experience as a science background together with my experience in trading and my understanding of human mind and behavior. This study, I'm sharing that knowledge of years of experience with you. Not just about trading. That is why you will normally hear me not only talking about trading. Does that make sense? Because your actual life and your trading life, they mirror each other. So your mind and your behavior coming out of your trading life is affecting your trading. Why? Because it is the same mind that is trading. A quick recap again so they understand. So when you hear the word logi, it simply means the study of. So if you say, Cliff, I want to understand my psychology, you are basically saying, Cliff, how do I study my mind and my behavior? Are you with me? I know this is 101. This is topic 101, but you need to fight ignorance. So the first thing that I'm doing right now is I'm trying to clear some conviction in your mind. Your psychology cannot be bad. No. Don't say that again. As a TP family member, you need to be highly intelligent in that order. Does that make sense? Don't say so as a TP family member, I don't want to hear anybody saying my psychology is bad. No. You can say my mindset needs more work, and my behavior, I'm spotting some negativities in there I need to fix. You understand? Words are very powerful. So you can't say my mindset is bad. Don't even say that. Say my mindset, there are some things I need to fix. I can tell that I need more room to grow. Does that make sense? My behavior, on the other hand, I am getting some more positivity in there, but there is still some negativities I need to flash out. Does that make sense? Why? Because you are studying something about your mindset and your behavior. Okay? Are you guys with me? If you are learning, please drop some number ones in the chat. Is anybody learning? If you are learning, drop some number ones in the chat. Are you learning? Are you learning, ladies and gentlemen? I told you your life will never, ever remain the same again after today's lesson. Your life will never remain the same again. Listen, I am not, people sometimes also ask me, Cliff, as TP family, how can we, listen, guys, I'm not trying to be the leader in this TP family alone. I want you guys all, 8 to 9 people on this live stream. Everyone has the ability to pick up this information and go to your trading buddies and say, guys, now I understand trading psychology. Now I get it. So trading, so all this what I've been saying, my psychology is bad, it didn't make sense. So that means if I say I want to understand my mindset and behavior, it's a journey of a study of me. But how can I study me? Oh, that is why Cliff always talk about journaling. It makes sense now. So the more I journal, the more I write. So now if your mentor tells you journal your emotions, you know what he's telling you? Write down your behavior so that you can study your mindset. And in that words, you are getting a psychological understanding about yourself. What is really trading psychology? So now, what is trading? If psychology is the behavior, is the study of the human mind and the behavior, then you need to understand 3 things. Please, 3 things. Media, if you are writing this down, can you quickly write it down and bring it on the screen for them? Number 1, why we think the way we do. If we can write it as a banner and bring it on for me. You don't even have to bring it one by one. Just write 1 and then bring it on the screen. Why we think the way we do. That is the first thing. So there are 3 things you're going to have to understand in order for us to say you have gotten an understanding about your psychology education. Okay? Your psychology education. 3 things. Why does human things the way they do? Or in other words, I'm making it personal now. Why we think the way we do. Okay, why does Cliff think the way he thinks? You may have heard me saying this before, that growing up with my grandmother, guys, every single time I'm not feeling well is when I get the best food. So if I want the best food, what do you think I would do? I will pretend I'm not feeling well. Junior, are you okay? I'm like, no, I'm not okay, grandma. Then, what do you want? Grandma, fried rice and chicken. And if you grew up in Ghana, you understand fried rice and chicken in a household. In those days, it means you are rich. So grandma, I want fried rice and chicken. Now, it created a pattern. You may have heard me say this before, that it made me play the victim game all the time. So sometimes I will meet a businessman before I started transforming my mind. And the businessman will ask me, Cliff, are you okay? And I'm like, oh no, life, I don't know what is going on with me. Even if I'm okay, my tendency wants to complain. Because if I complain, I think he will have pity on me like my grandma. But little did I know that the life does not play like that. Ignorance. So why we think the way we do. Are you with me? Number 2, why we react under pressure. That is number 2. So number 1, why we think the way we do. Number 2, why we react under pressure. You are studying your mind and your behavior. So why you think the way you do is a mindset thing. Why you react under pressure is a behavior thing. And what shapes your habits, your confidence, your fears and decisions, number 3. I'm going to repeat it again if you're writing down. Number 1, we have understood that psychology is the scientific study of a human mind and their behavior. Number 1 is psychology is the scientific study of the human mind and their behavior. And I'm giving you 3 points to help you understand when you are studying psychology. Number 1 is why you think the way you do. Do you know why you think the way you do? Do you know where your thinking pattern is coming from? Number 1. Number 2, why you react under pressure. Everybody reacts under pressure. The question is, how do you react? And why do you react the way you react? And then number 3 is what shapes our habits, fierce confidence, and decisions. These are the three things that I want you to understand. Okay? Now, what is trading? Trading simply means an act of participating in the financial market to make a profit through buying and selling. Nobody goes into the market to trade to make a loss. But however, losses are part of the game. Are you with me? Your main purpose is to go into the market to participate in the financial market, to buy and sell to make profit. That is trading. Okay? So trading is you going to the market and you participating in that market to gain profits by doing what? Buying and selling as a speculator. So what is trading psychology when we combine them together? Trading psychology is the study of, in fact, let me just do something right now. Can somebody put it in a comment for me right now? Combining both of these things together, what is now trading psychology to you? When we talk about trading psychology, I want to make sure that people are getting this understanding beyond just me talking, because the goal is that you grow. My goal is not to make sure that if you don't have me, you are not going to be able to learn. We are putting the pieces together now. I have defined psychology and I've defined trading. So in your own mind, what is now trading psychology? If psychology is the study of the human mind and their behavior, and trading is the act of participating in the financial market by buying and selling, what is then trading psychology? I'm going to give you guys a couple of few minutes. Let's put it in the comment. What is now then trading psychology? What is now then trading psychology? I'm waiting for it. It's the study of the human mind on the financial market. Good point. We have a good point. I love that. I love. Let's keep the comment coming. Guys, listen, we are learning. It's the study of the human mind on the financial market. Okay, the study of the mind when trading. I like that as well. Participate in the financial market with a clear mindset. So that is a product of when you understand your mind and your behavior. That is not necessarily trading psychology. Trading psychology now then becomes the study of that human mind and his behavior as a trader. Very specific. So when it comes to that, we're not going to be learning general psychology. Are you with me? So trading psychology refers to the mental and emotional factor that influence the trader's decisions and behavior in financial market. Thank you very much. So now you understand that when we combine trading and psychology together, now we have understood that means, okay, so if I am a trader and I want to understand psychology as a trader, then it means that I'm trying to basically say I want to study my mindset and my behavior. Okay, so what do I need? Why is it that I speak the way I speak? Is it just because of mind and behavior? No. I have many case studies. For example, those who are doing the accountability program. And if some of you guys are here, you can drop number ones in the chat. Some of the people have already received their self-assessment tests, right? Whereby we analyzed a certain portion of their mindset for them to understand their behavior and their core problem. So I have a lot of case studies from people way back, those that I did personal therapeutic sessions with them and so on and so forth. So I have a lot of case studies. So I understand why traders do what they do. And that is why if I tell you the most common problem in the industry right now in retail traders is loss aversion, it's not just an opinion. It is a track record of a data I have in my books here. Are you with me? So now that you understand trading psychology, there are 5 things I want you to write down. Number 1 is emotional regulation. That means if you say you are coming to embark on trading psychology, what are some of the things that you need to study? That is what we're about to talk about right now. So if you say, hey, I'm a trader, I want to study psychology of a trader so that I can understand my mindset and my behavior. What are some of the things you need to understand? Number 1 is emotional awareness. Emotional awareness. Under the emotional awareness, you are going to understand emotions. That is the first thing you're going to study. You are going to study emotions. You're going to try to understand, you're not going to understand your emotions. First of all, you need to understand emotions first. That emotions is normal. It is very normal for an individual to be emotional. It is not against any problem. That there are basic emotions and there are complex emotions. And this is how a basic emotion is formed, and this is how a complex emotion is formed. So when you come on the masterclass and I'm teaching you these things, don't let it be like it's boring. Because first, before I show you how you can become emotionally aware, to use that awareness to become emotionally intelligent, you need to first of all know what emotions are in the first place. Are you with me? So these topics that we have been showing you guys, they are not just random. You see the pattern now. You started studying emotions. You have studied financial thermostat. Now you understand why these topics are hitting home when you listen to them very well. So number one, emotional awareness. What are you trying to understand there? When you are studying emotional awareness, you are trying to understand fear, greed, anxiety, all of that. Okay, how emotions affect your decision making, how emotions lead to revenge trading, all of that. You are trying to study all of that. Are you with me? So emotional awareness is the first thing that if you are trying to study the human mind and their behavior as a trader, that is the first thing, their emotions. And when you study these emotions or this topic, what does it build? It helps you to be able to become emotionally intelligent. Emotional intelligence is not somebody without emotions. Emotional intelligence is somebody who is able to do what? To be able to keep their emotions in order because they are aware of it. Okay? They are able to control their emotions during certain times of uncertainty and under pressure. Are you with me? So the first thing is emotional awareness. Under there, you study emotions so that you can become aware of yours and so on and so forth. The purpose of that is to build your intelligence in when it comes to emotions so that you can become emotionally intelligent. Now, when you become emotionally intelligent, it helps you to be able to stay calm and it helps you to make rational decisions. So now, to a trader, what does that mean? Very simple. If you become emotionally intelligent, you are able to make decisions without emotions. So what are you doing now? So Cliff, what are you saying that if I want to really understand my mind and my behavior, the first topic under psychology lessons for me as a trader is to study emotional awareness? Correct. Where can I find something like this? No problem. We already have a topic on this masterclass tab when you go to the playlist titled Emotional Intelligence Part 1 and Part 2. Now, the second thing that you need to study when it comes to psychology so that you can understand your behavior and your mindset, the second thing is self-sabotage and belief systems. Self-sabotage and belief systems. Under the topic self-sabotage and belief system, which we have not really gotten there much, but we have talked about financial thermostat a little bit. Also, you can find it on the masterclass. But self-sabotage and belief systems is where you start to study about your limiting beliefs. What are limiting beliefs? It is the things you believe, and that is the level of your reality in life. If right now I tell you, do you believe you can be a millionaire? You say, yes, I believe. You are lying. Because the Bible says, these signs shall follow those who believe. So what you believe, we see them by what follows you. It's as simple as ABCD. What you believe, we see them by what follows you. So you telling me you believe you can be a millionaire, you are lying. You don't believe. You want to believe, you wish if that was the case, but you don't believe. If you believe something so much, every single person under the sound of my voice, you are a product of your belief system. The way you think, the way you behave, your thinking pattern is who you are. Are you with me? So under the topic of self-sabotage and belief system, you'll be trying to understand your limiting beliefs, your beliefs about money, and your belief about success, your financial thermostat. They all fall under that topic. Then you will start to understand your patterns that leads to overtrading. There are people, they have no business blowing their account unless they start making more money. They know how to make the right decisions, but they always blow their account when they are making more money. Why? Because of their belief system. There is a way they behave when something good is happening in their life. It's called self-sabotage. It is under this topic that you will dig deep. Some of our self-assessment tests, which we're going to be doing more of on you guys. When the website is ready, you guys will be able to take a test on the platform. When you take the test, it will ask you questions that will let you understand about who you are. And you will get to understand, so this is why I behave the way I behave. This is why As a child, I behaved the way I behaved then, and it's reflecting my life. They are all under self-sabotage and belief systems. Are you with me? Now, when you study self-sabotage and belief system as a topic, you are now going to become self-aware and have power over destructive habits. And you are going to have the understanding and the ability to be able to upgrade your identity from a loser to a consistent winner. Because that is where the results come from. It comes from your mindset and your belief system. Now, after you have been able to understand the topic under self-sabotage and belief systems, you now move into discipline and routine. So discipline and routine is a topic. People are not disciplined because they want to. You become disciplined because you are convicted. Let that sink in. You don't become disciplined because you want to. You become disciplined because you are convicted. Let me ask you guys something. How many of you guys right now, if you wake up every single day for the next 21 days, and I tell you, every day when you wake up, tell yourself, I'm great, I'm powerful, I'm great for 10 minutes. Every day for the next 21 days. Tell yourself, I'm great, I'm powerful, I'm great, I'm powerful. You don't worry. And after 21 days, you get your hands on something very powerful you never thought you can, whether money or whatever. You don't need me to convince you to be disciplined about your affirmations and your declarations and how words are powerful. You don't need me. In fact, you will be the one telling me, Cliff, I hope you're doing your affirmation. Why? Because you have been convicted. Light bulb moment has happened to you. Something has happened to your pocket. That makes you to be able to do what you know you have to do, not because somebody told you, but because you have come to realize it gives you money. It gives you money. Are you with me? Now, when it comes to discipline and routine, there are three spirits. I call them spirits. It's not about, I'm not trying to be religious, but when I say spirit, things you don't see, an infrastructure in your life that distracts you. Number one is weariness. Weariness is when an individual wake up in the morning. Nobody has done anything to you and you are angry for no reason. You are angry, you are sad. You don't know where the sadness is coming from. You just know that it is there. It's a spirit. Number two is distraction. Every single time you are willing to do something that will change your life, that is when something that has no business coming into your life comes in. Number three, procrastination. These are the three things that until you understand the importance of what you need to do, discipline and being able to be consistent with a routine will never come into your life. So under the topic of discipline and routine, you are learning three things: your daily routines, the market routine that needs to be borrowed from the routine, and then risk management as a habit, not as a tool. I'm going to tell you guys something right now. A lot of people will be angry at me. Write this down. Media, can we bring this up on the screen? Risk management is not a tool, it's a habit. I don't care about whoever wants to come and fight me with this statement. Tell your mentor I said that risk management is a habit, it's not a tool. That is why even if I give you my risk management system, you will still blow your account because it is not a habit yet. Risk management is a habit. It's not a tool. T-O-O-L. Risk management is not a tool. It's a habit. Are you with me? So you need to understand that under discipline and routine, you are not basically just going to get my system and become profitable. You need to put yourself in that system, and it has to become a disciplined system for you to follow a routine. Today, I had a meeting with an amazing trader, and me and him, his conversation will come on the platform very soon for you guys to watch. And we were talking about consistency. And he said he wakes up every single day at the same time. He eats the same food. And he goes to the gym and he does the same thing over and over again. And I said, why do you eat the same food every single time? And he said, because food helps performance mentally. The first day I said this on my Instagram, some people attacked me. They said, why are you making it look like the things you eat helps you to trade? You are joking. Then you don't understand the human mind and behavior. What you eat can help you to make the right decisions in the market. You cannot tell me you wake up early in the morning and you have 2 balls of kenke or 2 balls or swallows of pounded yam. And you are telling me, just eating those 2 balls before landing session, for somehow you think you can see double bottom or that fair value gap so well, you are joking. That is not how life works. You want to perform as a trader, you need to understand the things you eat helps. So, things like what? Banana. I'm talking about food banana. You need to make sure that at least having a banana before you trade helps. How does it help? It reduces your cortisol level. What is cortisol? It's a biochemical reaction in your body that increases your stress. Now you understand why you study emotions, you will study cortisols, dopamine. So when you go onto the market or when you go to the YouTube and you see dopamine as a trader, as a masterclass, don't say, oh, Cliff is teaching nonsense. You are joking. The food you eat matters. Some of you guys don't even drink water, at least 500 ml before you trade. You are dehydrated. That is why if the market hits you 1-2, you are angry. It is not the market, it's you. You are hungry. So the money you knew you should have used to buy the bread is all you deposited into your account. So when the market takes it, that moment, the anger looks like the stop loss hits. But genuinely, you should have used that money to buy bread. You understand? So the food you eat also really matters. The way you wake up, the exercise you make, the way you are mindful that morning, it will shock you. That is psychology, discipline, and routine as a topic. I've given you guys 3 topics now. Emotional awareness, self-sabotage, and belief system as number 2. Number 3, discipline and routine. When you study this topic, what does it do? It helps you to become consistent and structured. So when somebody says, oh, Cliff, I don't know why I'm not disciplined. I don't know why I'm not consistent. Have you learned about the topic discipline and routine? Or you think you only need to study about imbalances and accumulation and distribution? Sorry. Or you need to study about premium and discount zones? You think that is all? You need to study about CHOCH or BOS? Is that all? No. The same way you took time to study that is the same way you need to take time and study discipline and routine as a topic. So you see why it takes time to become a trader. So if I say you're not a trader yet, don't be angry. I mean it. The same way if you give guns and ammunitions and uniforms to a civilian, he is not a soldier yet. If that guns and ammunitions and uniform is on a civilian, it's called danger. It's called danger. A soldier have the right to question them. Where is your certificate? Where is your testament? That shows your mindset has been transformed. So you are not a trader yet. It's not an insult. It's a conviction. When you get that conviction, it now makes you angry. Ah, man, there is more to learn. There is more to learn. So if there are no trades coming in today, what do? You pick up Masterclass. You pick up a couple of few books. You pick up all these things. So discipline and routine. Discipline and routine. It is out of the discipline and the routine is why we are reading books like Psychology of Money. So now you understand why Psychology of Money is important. Now you understand why Psychology of Money is important. It's building your habit. What type of habit? A habit to be consistent about doing something. Habit of rewiring your mind, of understanding, bringing light. Habit. That is number 3. Number 4 is subconscious reprogramming. This one, a lot of people don't believe it. The 4th topic you need to study is subconsciousness or subconscious reprogramming. The ability for you to understand why you need to rewire your mind, how to rewire your mind, and the tools you need. So number 1, when it comes to subconscious mind reprogramming, there are 3 things you need to study under that. You need to study about visualizations, declaration, the power of the word. That is why I taught you guys about financial thermostats. And I gave you some tools and understanding about mind portals. Are you with me? About mind portals. And I said the visual portal, which is the eyes, it shapes your perception. Are you with me? It shapes your perception. The auditory creates a belief system. So if you say, Cliff, how do I rewire my mind? How do I even understand? You need to first of all understand all the things you have studied about your belief system, and then you need to understand what visualization is. Visualization is the ability for you to be able to do something. And I'm going to do something right now for you guys right now. I want you guys to listen to me carefully now. Let's do something very important. Let me show you how visualization works. Some of you guys can even picture yourself in your own listen to me carefully now. I want anywhere that you are right now. Media, if they cannot hear me clearly, reduce the sound a little bit. If you guys can hear my sound and you can hear the audio, you're about to do something. Your life is about to change with this conviction. If you guys can hear me, let me know. Can you hear the sound and hear my voice? If the sound is low, media, just increase it a little bit. Just look into the comment and let them know what they're saying, because I want them to hear my sound and hear the voice. Listen to this carefully. Each and every single person under the sound of my voice, I want you to close your eyes. Wherever you are, close your eyes right now. I want to share something. I want you to close your eyes. Wherever you are right now. And I want you to imagine yourself in one of the most beautiful houses you wish it was your house. Remember, each and every single person will think according to their belief system. I want you to imagine yourself in a very beautiful house. There is a sofa, there is a nice carpet, there is a nice walls, and I want you to imagine yourself in the house. Now, we're going to play something very interesting here. Listen to this carefully now. I want you to imagine yourself in that house. You woke up early in the morning. Media, they said the sound is low. Can you bring it up a little bit? I want them to hear the sound. So you woke up early in the morning and you are finished taking your shower. When you woke up in the morning, you went, and while you were brushing your teeth, I want you to close your eyes and I want you to listen to my voice and picture yourself this being you. Please take this exercise seriously. You walked into the bathroom, beautiful big bathroom, and you looked into the mirror. And in the next 3 to 4 minutes, you were just kept on declaring, I am blessed. I am favored. As I'm going out, I am blessed. No weapons fashioned against me shall prosper. That is what you are repeating to yourself when you're looking into the mirror. And you keep on telling yourself, I'm fearfully and wonderfully made. My name is John, and I have impacted lives in this world. I am a multi-millionaire. You keep on repeating that to yourself over and over again. And if you're a woman, you tell yourself, man, my name is Esther, and I am great. I am fearfully and wonderfully made. I am a role model to many women and a role model in this generation. You keep on repeating that to yourself in the mirror. You brush your teeth, you take your shower, and when you are done, you go downstairs, have a breakfast with your family or by yourself. You cook an amazing meal. If it's a smoothie, you took yourself a glass, poured that smoothie, had an amazing smoothie time for yourself, and then you locked your door while you went out, got into your car, and then you went to your company. This company you built, a very beautiful goal of your company. It can be your grocery store. It can be your company that you are manufacturing construction stuffs. It can be anything, but I want you to imagine yourself. Everybody is different right now in your own mind right now. I want you to visualize it. You are a trader. You went into your trading room. You have your screens. And when you went there, you had this hot chocolate in your hands. And you are like, whoa, today's going to be a good day. Whether loss or win, I don't care. I will follow my trading plan. You can feel the atmosphere, the aroma of the room, the scent. You can feel it. And you walk in there. And every single day, even though this has not really become a reality yet, you wake up every single day and you are thinking about it. And while some part of you, your brain is telling you, this is stupid, I want you to shut that voice down and say, I am blessed. If you are anywhere under the sound of my voice and your brain is telling you, this is nonsense, shut that thing down now. Do you know why? Because you have shouted before in a movie. Even though that movie wasn't real, your brain somehow made you believe the movie is so real that you can shout at the character in the movie. If you can shout at a character in the movie, you can shout at the voice in your head and say, yes, $1,000 is not in my pocket, but I am grateful now that I am a multi-millionaire. If your mind can believe a movie to look like it's true, you can tell yourself things right now and your mind will believe you. Listen, your mindset does not know the difference between what is real and not. You are telling it. So right now, you are the one telling your mind that you are broke.
You are the one telling your mind right now that you have no money. Your brain doesn't know that. It doesn't know the difference between what is real and what is not. This is a law and a principle. Don't let anybody fool you in this world that thinking and believing this is stupid. It is the way mindset is shifted. It is the way subconsciousness mind is reprogrammed. Somebody needs to let this go in right now. Picture yourself in that house. Picture yourself in that company. Picture yourself in that household with your kids. Picture yourself in that training room. Picture yourself. If your brain is finding problem picturing yourself, it's a big problem. Shake it off. Listen, guys, what am I telling you? What am I doing to your mindset right now? I'm making you have the ability to picture yourself. Picture yourself. Picture yourself holding that bag, that briefcase, and you walking into your office with that suit. Picture yourself walking into your training room. Picture yourself as a woman. If you want to have a beauty salon, picture yourself with the beautiful. Don't look at the current system of yours and conclude and let your mind believe it. You watch movie and you cry. And we ask you, do you know the movie is not real? You said yes, but you cry. But you can't picture yourself and bring a smile on your face and think like a millionaire. Picture yourself. Picture yourself. Media, let's take it down. Subconscious reprogramming. You wake up every day. You look into the mirror. I am blessed. I am blessed. I am blessed. While those four friends around you is saying nonsense, you know where you are going. I am blessed. I am blessed. Because the same math it takes to reprogram distractions in your life is the same math you can use to reprogram wins and consistency in your life. Why are you doing this? Because you have studied your mind and your behavior and you have identified negative thought. Negative thought. And negative thought creates negative results. It attracts negative patterns. Are you with me? So number 4, subconscious and reprogramming, visualization and affirmation or declarations. Number 2, the ability to become mindful, enjoying movement. If the market is not ready, no worries. Pick up the book. Go to the gym. Mindfulness. And then journaling is an important part. You know, a lot of people don't even know how to journal. One of these master classes, I'm going to talk about journaling as a topic. Only that. Journaling as a topic and what it does to your mind. That is number 4, subconscious and reprogramming as a topic. It will give you a new internal blueprint. Number 5, what you need to study next as a topic is cognitive biases and decision making. Now you have reached a point where you have understood, even if you have a holy grail strategy in your hand, because of your cognitive, it won't work. Are you with me? Now you understand, because of your cognitive, it won't work. So what do you need to do? You need to understand cognitive biases, confirmation bias, loss aversion. I told you guys we're going to continue cognitive bias as a part 2, but I needed to teach this. Next week, God willing, we will continue cognitive biases part 2 and talk about confirmation bias and all of that. So cognitive bias is when you are trying to understand the systematic errors in your thinking. Are you with me? Your systematic errors in your thinking is very important. The ability to spot and correct irrational decision making. Okay? So that part is mainly for decision making. It's mainly for decision making. So number 5 is cognitive biases and decision making. Number 6 is the ability to recover. Under that topic, you will study adjustment and adaptability, how to be able to adjust and adapt. I just realized sometimes when I'm teaching like this, I don't see the comments, I don't see anything, I just focus. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are listening, if you are learning, let me see in the comment if you are learning. You see right now you understand after this call, even if I didn't solve anything for you, you have come to realize that you can never say my psychology is bad. Stop it. You need to study your psychology. It's not a statement. You need to study your mindset correct, your behavior correct.
What is the name of that study? I'm going to ask a question again. You want to study your mindset? Correct. You want to study your behavior? Correct. What is the name of that study? What is the name of that study? You want to study your mind? Correct. You want to study your behavior? Correct. What is the name of that study? Can somebody put a comment? What is the name of that study now? When we say you are studying your mind, correct. Your behavior, correct. Good job. What is the name of that study? It's called psychology. So as a trader, you want to study trading psychology? It means you are going to study your mind and your behavior. So when you wake up in the morning, what do? You write down the way you feel. Today, I don't feel well. Why are you writing it down? So that you can study it tomorrow. When you are studying it, they will say that you are studying your mind and behavior. That study is psychology. So ladies and gentlemen, listen. You are the main strategy. The chart don't change, but you do. Volatility can change and market patterns can be a little bit different, but overall, you change. The same you before you get married, it's not the same you that will give birth. You will change. So your behavior, your mindset also changes. So learn to study yourself is how you build longevity in this game. A lot of people have done well studying the patterns of the market, but they are not doing so well studying the patterns of their behavior. A lot of people have done so well studying the patterns, guys. In fact, 2012 to 2015, come on now. What strategy don't I know? Institutional trading? Indicators? Have you used indicators more than me? Pure price action? Trading higher lows, connecting it with Elliott wave, patterns, wedges, flags, shoulders, bottoms, tops. Come on, I'm getting flashbacks. Is it harmonious scanner? Is it trading with a bot? And when you start, everything goes well and the bot will blow your account? Is algorithm trading? What? Is it Fibonacci retracement mixed with support and resistance? Is it trend line trading? Is it moving averages, 50 MA, EMA, 50, 200, 100 MA? See, ladies and gentlemen, listen. I promise you, I respect you guys so much. And if what I'm telling you was not true, God will not even let you guys stay on this call for hours to listen to this message. Believe me. If you fix your mind, you will wake up. That means if an individual, some of you guys need to wake up every day and tell yourself, a stop loss is a stop trade. A stop loss is a stop trade. I love losses. Do you know what I did? At some point, I need to train myself to love losses more than take profit. This is how I survived. Because I had no problem hitting TPs, but I had problem hitting stop losses. So when I hit stop loss, something happens to my soul. There was a day I got so angry. That anger extended a little bit, and God forgive me. I was angry at God. That God, how can you let my account blow? As a Christian, I prayed all the prayers. I have even spoken tongues on my account before. You guys may have heard this story before. I said it on Instagram and people were laughing. Some people were just mocking, but it is their reality. They pray on the account because they are Christian. They think when they pray over it, somehow something will happen and then, the account will jack back to life. You are joking. You broke the principle of risk management. You have no understanding about your mindset. You will lose the account. You will blow it and God will still love you. He loves you dearly. He loves you. In fact, he wants you to prosper. The Bible says it is God that gives us wealth, the power to get wealth. The power to get wealth. Media, I want you to go onto the internet and then search for Ecclesiastes chapter 1. Ecclesiastes chapter 11 verse 1. Search for it in NIV or no, GNT version for me. GNT, sorry. Ecclesiastes chapter 1 on Google. And then when you find it, bring it up on the screen. I want to show people something. You see, you need to be able to understand that in this life that we live in, It is not about your emotions. You need to be able to understand that life is about laws and principles. So I have cried, I have laid my hands, but as a Christian, nothing changed. It doesn't matter what you believe. Laws are laws, principles are principles. You broke the law, the rule, you are going to pay for it. So as a trader, you have ignorance about the financial market, you will pay for it. Every single thing it is, you will pay for it. I have paid for it, and that is why today we are teaching you this. I have paid for it. I have cried. Sometimes I will make withdrawal, and then I will put it back in again because the withdrawal was not enough. So I will withdraw and put it back and blow it. I will never forget 2015, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, listen. 2015 was my light bulb moment when I knew. I will never forget, and I've not said this in anywhere. I got a call one time from home. I was in, that time I was not in Dubai. I was in Ukraine, and I got a call from home. And they told me that my dad said he wants to commit suicide. So my dad wanted to kill himself because of life issues. My dad did very well, and he has done very well for himself. My dad also is a pharmacist, and he did very well for himself, but something happened. His money at the bank and everything collapsed, and so on and so forth. And he went into a very serious financial problem, and my dad wanted to kill himself. So I got a call, and my mom said she went into the room and saw my dad holding the poison, ready to kill himself. And that was the day I knew. That was the day I knew that life is not a joke. That was the day I knew that a lot of people don't understand this thing called life. That because you think right now you have the liberty to study anytime you want, you have time. Listen, don't joke with time. Fight ignorance. Because once upon a time, success story may not be the same tomorrow. Every single day, challenge yourself. Did we find Ecclesiastes? Can we bring it up? If we find it, let me know. Did we find it? Did anybody find it? Let me see. Did anybody find it in the... Okay, so Ecclesiastes. Okay, so thank you so much, buddy. So Ecclesiastes chapter 11 verse 1 says, invest your money in foreign trade, and one of these days you will make a profit. Invest your money in foreign trade, and one of these days you make a profit. If you go to the verse 2, it will tell you, invest in many places, several even, because you don't know the kind of bad luck this world will bring. Ecclesiastes is one of the most interesting books. Invest your money in foreign trade, and one of these days you shall make a profit. If you read the KJV version, it will tell you, ship your grains across the sea. In the olden days, back in the days, they used to basically do business transactions by putting a grain on a sea, and it will go to the other end of the seashore. Isn't that brokerage? So imagine the ship is the brokerage, right? It connects to, anyways. So ship your grains across the sea, the KJV, but the GNT version put it beautifully to let us understand in this our modern English. Invest your money in foreign trade, and one of these days, not every day, one of these days. Are you with me? So each and every single time whatever that you are studying, you need to understand you are on the right path. Don't let anybody bully you to think that trading or investment or anything is a useless thing. It's not, but you need to have the right knowledge. Study the psychology, study technicals, strategy and edge, study risk management as a topic. Risk management on its own is a topic. It's called risk tolerance. And we have a very beautiful, powerful session coming from one of the individuals who will come and teach you guys risk management for you guys to understand. So today's topic, my goal was 3 things. If you guys answer me, I am done for today. Number 1, I said I wanted to solve an ignorance problem. If we have solved some level of some ignorance problem for you, please drop number 1s in the chat. Then I will go to the next question. If at any point anybody drops anything in the comments, that means we need to go back again and fix something. If I've been able to solve an ignorance problem for you, let me know. Number 1, have I been able to solve an ignorance? Okay, good. Number 2, what did I say I wanted to solve? Number 2, I was checking the comments. Sorry, guys. Number 2, I wanted to show you why psychology matters. Why does psychology matter? It matters because without it, you won't survive. Not that you won't make money, you won't survive. You can make money today and you can lose it all tomorrow. Without psychology, you won't survive. So psychology is not what makes you money. It's what makes you survive long period enough while you are making money. So number 2, I have shown you why it matters. If I've shown you, drop some number 1s in the chat. Number 3, I have taught you how to steady your mind and your behavior. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have been able to understand these things, let me know. Can we play trading is a mind game a little bit while people are putting something in the comment? If you have been able to fix something in your mind right now, thank you for giving me your ears. Now that you understand this, I can basically be able to now teach you the topics very well. That means now when you are listening to emotional intelligence, you will not be like, why is this guy talking about financial terms? And now you know. When you come and then Willis is talking, you will not basically say, oh, why is Willis basically? Well, right now, hold on for a second. Media, hold on. Listen, I want you guys to listen to the song. Listen to the song that is about to play. Listen, this song is our anthem. It's for TP family. Now, please let them listen to it. Listen to it. Listen to the song. So now, you hear that? Trading is mind game. Fix your mind, you're trading. Fix your mind, you're trading. Trading your mind is a mind game, so you fix your mind, you fix your trading. There is a reason why I'm telling the media to play this. Fix your mind, fix your trading. Bring it down a little bit, buddy. Thank you so much. I want you to understand. So when you start the TP Masterclass and you hear this, I am not just playing a song to entertain people. I am repeating something in your mind. Fix your mind, fix your trading. I want you to sleep in the night and you jump back and say, I gotta fix my mind. It's a repetition, creating perceptions and belief system in your mind. Fix your mind, fix your trading. So the moment you finish listening to Fix Your Mind, Fix Your Trading, book segment is coming in. Now you are listening to the summary of the book. You are learning. What am I trying to tell you? Ladies and gentlemen, every single segment in this masterclass is structured for you. So now it is no more just a song to jam with. I don't even know what am I even doing. But it's not a song for you to jam with. The purpose of this is so that you understand. Trading is a mind game. It said, well, you heard me. Fix your mind, fix your trading. Fix your mind, fix your trading. It is very important that you understand every single thing. So ladies and gentlemen, let this be the last ending song. Okay, we are about to wrap up right now. Media, bring it up a little bit for me. Let us jump to the song because we believe in trading psychology. Drop some number ones in the chat if you learned something today. My name is Cheqona. Super excited about this TP family. And I hope you guys learned something today. Okay? All right, thank you so much, guys. I hope you have an amazing evening. God bless you all. And I will see you guys next EP Masterclass. Peace out.
Trading is a mind game. You heard me. Trading is a mind game. Fix your mind, fix your trading. 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 Trading is a mind game.